Are you looking to increase your cardio, maximize your output without feeling tired when it comes to your sparring, when it comes to your training sessions, when it comes to your fights? Well, in this episode, we're going to be giving you 5 different ideas, 5 different drills that are going to really help you skyrocket your cardio for fighting.
What's up? This is your teammate Ironbot. Take a second to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated with our latest video. And if you'd like to support your channel even further, become a superfan or VIP student to gain access to my most exclusive content, including 45-minute weekly workout videos, live streams, early access to YouTube videos, and so much more. Allow me to help you become the champion I know you can be. Enough talking. Let's get on with the video.
Before we get started, let's get a basic understanding on what type of cardio we need. A long distance runner is going to need a different type of cardio than, let's say, a sprinter, a swimmer, a biker. They all need different types of cardios, and so does fighting. Even inside the fight sport, it depends on what you're doing. If you're grappling, if you're striking, if you're doing both, if you're doing Muay Thai, if you're doing kickboxing, if you're doing 3 rounds, 5 rounds, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they all take a different type of cardio and output of power that we need to learn before we step into the ring and before we perform. When we think of cardio for fighting, I like to think of a line. And this line, one side of the extreme is going to be endurance, how long we can do something, and the other side of the line is going to be our power output. How fast and powerful can we do something? Now, if we think of sports, endurance on this side could be endurance running like a marathon, right? You're running for hours. And on the other side, we have sprinters where they sprint for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds max, right? So now we have 2 different outputs and 2 different extremes. Fighting is kind of in the middle where we need to perform for about 2 or 3 minutes and keep hitting hard, hitting fast, reacting, defense, offense, counterattacking. We need to be quick and always have control of our balance and our feet. We always need to be focused for those 2 or 3 minutes. Now that we have a basic understanding on what type of cardio we need for about how long, and again, not just being able to keep up with the cardio, but also be able to hit hard, right? We need to be explosive, not just be able to just tap here, tap there, and not really cause any damage and falling all over the place without balance. We need to keep our balance and we need to be able to hit hard as well. So now that we have that basic understanding, let's get into those 5 drills that are going to help us when it comes to building our power and also building that endurance to perform and put it together for our fighting. Drill number 1, we're going to be looking on the endurance aspect. We are going to go 1 time a week for a long distance type of cardio. This could be jogging, this could be walking, it could be swimming, it could be biking. The idea here is to do a steady pace for 1 hour. Now, here's the important part. We want to be able to keep a certain amount of heart rate, a certain heart rate that's going to be constant throughout this whole hour or more if you can. This heart rate is going to be, write this down, 180 minus your age. So let's say 30. 180 minus 30, 150. We do not want to pass 150. When you hit 150, then your body starts hitting that lactic threshold. And we do not want to hit that lactic threshold. We want to be under it. So stay around 140, 145, 148, right? If you're 20 years old, right, that's going to be 160. So now you want your maximum to be 160. If you start to hit 160, you need to, for example, if you're jogging, then you start walking. And many times we might feel like, this doesn't feel like a big workout, and it's annoying to do it for a whole hour. It's okay. We're building that one extreme. We're building that endurance. It's going to help you build loss of oxygen, help you body learn how to use lots of oxygen, and even studies have shown that it can even build red blood cells as long as we're under that threshold, that lactic threshold, and we're doing a steady pace, a steady pace. Drill number two is going to be sprints. And now we're going to be looking at the other side of the extreme. We're going to be doing sprints 1 time a week. If you are new, you're going to be doing to sprints, you're going to be doing a 50-meter or a 100-meter sprint 5 to 8 times with a 1 to 2 minute break. The idea here is to go as fast and strong as possible, as fast as you can. We are not working this extreme of endurance. We're working this extreme of power and speed, trying to go as fast as we can. It's going to be about 10 seconds, 20 seconds. It's not going to be more than that because after that, you're going to start losing speed and we're not working on power anymore. We're working on something else. So make sure to go as fast as you can for those 10, 20 seconds and then take a break. 1 minute, 2 minutes. If you need a little bit more, then go for it. Just don't let your body cool down. And when you do these sprints, make sure you warm up well. You do not want to just start sprinting without warming up, right? So you want to warm up the body really well. Again, your focus up here should be, okay, I want to go as fast as I can, as fast as I can. And then take your warm up to adjust for that speed, right? It's like you're warming up where you're saving energy, you're not overdoing it, but you're warming up and in your mind, you're thinking, okay, I need to loosen up and I need to be ready, right? Not too loose, but I need to be ready to sprint and give my 110%, everything that I got for those 10, 20 seconds, 5 to 8 reps. And then after that, you rest. 5 to 8 sets, I'm sorry. And after that, you rest. And that's it for the day. That's it for those types of sprints. Now, if you are a professional, you already have some sprinting power in you. You can go for 10 to 15 sets, 10 to 15 sets, and you're going to keep that focus, right? You're going to keep that focus of going as fast as possible. If you want, you can time yourself and try to beat your previous time every single time. Try to go faster and faster and take those breaks, right? If you need to take a little bit longer than 2 minutes, because after, let's say, 10 sprints, you might need a little bit more of a break, right? More than a minute, and then go again. If you see that your time start to go down too much, and then that's it. That's it. You want to stop. If possible, try to stop at your fastest time. Your body is going to remember your fastest time or that time, that last time, right? So if you did really lazy at the end, your last one, then your body's going to leave out with that. And your body's going to remember that speed and that power. So you want to be leaving that drill with your fastest time, that drill with a win. Drill number 3. We are going to be doing some rounds on the heavy bag. We're going to be starting off with 10 kicks. If you're an amateur, 10 kicks each side, and then doing a 3-minute round, 3 rounds. If you're a professional, you are going to be starting off with 20 kicks each side, and you're going to be doing 4-minute rounds for 5 rounds. So usually for amateurs, they have 2-minute rounds. In tournaments, it's usually a 2-minute round. So we're going to be putting it up 1 more minute, so to 3 minutes, and we're going to be starting off a little bit higher by doing some really good form and powerful kicks. 10, 1, 2, 3, making sure your shin piercing the heavy bag. 10 one side, 10 the other side, and then you start your heavy bag work. You still take your minute break. And if you're a professional, we're going to be putting 4-minute rounds instead of 3 because most of our rounds are 3 minutes. We're going to be going for 4-minute rounds, 5 rounds, still take that minute break. And we're going to be starting off instead with 20 kicks. This is one of my absolute favorite type of drills to do on the heavy bag, especially when I'm doing some solo work, because it really has helped me to be able to put a higher cardio output and power when it comes to the fight game, when it comes to even sparring or training, because I'm doing a little bit above and beyond of what is expected of me. Drill number 4, going for power again, going for this extreme right here. We are going to be doing 1 minute of single and double kicks. You're going to be here 1 minute, single, double, single, double, right? And then you're going to be doing the same thing on the other side for 1 minute. In between, 1 minute break. So it's 1 minute, single, double with the same leg, right? Then 1 minute break, and then you go for the other leg. Now, these are as hard and as fast, piercing the heavy bag as you can. Again, as hard, as fast, hurting the heavy bag with your shin as you can. This is very important, and I love to do these at the end of my training and leave off with a positive note. I do not recommend doing more than 3 rounds. We want to leave on a positive note. This will remind your body on in building a default power. It's going to help us build a default power. It's like no matter how tired I am, I'm able to hit this hard. And then you go home, right? So again, this could be at the end of your training, which I do recommend. I finish my training session and then I do again 1 minute, bah, as hard as I can, double, bah, bah, 1 minute, doing as hard as I can. Then I do the other side, taking that minute break, and then that's it. I go home. If you want to do a little bit more, you can go for a second round, 1 minute, that's it, or a third round. But I do not recommend more than that because then you're going to be leaving that training session with weaker kicks, and that's what your body's going to remember. That last kick you threw, how hard was it? That last minute, how hard was it? That's what your body is going to remember. So make sure to leave on a good note. This fifth drill is going to be a little bit more complex, so make sure to write it down because that will be a little bit longer. So I'm going to be starting off with something I like to call a flow state power drill, right? So we want to be keeping ourselves flowing on the heavy bag. So let's say that we're going to be starting off with round number one, using lots of jabs and lots of teeps. Lots of jabs, lots of teeps. I can still measure with low kicks. I can still do other things, but I want to be constantly touching the heavy bag, moving, touching, adding some defense, moving. We're going to be keeping our power in movements, hitting that jab and hitting that teep about 50 to 60% non-stop. I do not want you to stop, right? Again, you're not hitting 100%, but you're hit, teep, hit, move, defense, right? Everything nice and sharp. I want you focusing not just on staying flowing, but on your footwork and on your balance. As the rounds progress, you're gonna start feeling your balance to waver, right? You're gonna start feeling your feet a little bit weaker, your legs a little bit weaker. The idea of these rounds is to stay focused. Many times when people think of cardio, they only think of the cardio that our body gives us as far as hitting and being able to hit constantly, right? But we completely forget about our footwork and our base and balance. And that's really where we need to focus. And cardio doesn't only come with the body, but it comes here in the mind. And what do I mean about that? We need to be able to stay focused the whole time. And this drill is going to help you out with that. Stay focused the whole time. Those are the key words. Stay balanced, stay focused with good footwork. Do not worry too much about the hitting. Now, we're flowing, right? We're flowing. The first round, you're gonna be doing one hard hit. So you're flowing. And then when you have energy, you're gonna hit one hard hit. It could be a cross, it could be a kick, it could be whatever you want, an elbow, knockout power. And then automatically come back to that flow, right? I flow. I hit, bring my hand back, defense, move, right? I'm here, I'm flowing. Now, round number two, we're gonna be doing two hit combo, right? So I'm flowing, I touching, 60%, 50%. Then from there, hook, low kick, flow again, move, footwork. As the rounds go, remember your feet are gonna start feeling a little bit tired, your legs are gonna start feeling a little bit tired. After you hit, are you coming back lazy, right? All these things are part of the flow. I would like you to take longer in the flow state, right? Moving and touching as opposed to doing tons of combos on the heavy bag and then start wobbling everywhere without good stance, good footwork, because that's when we get caught, right? That's when we get caught and the opponent can hurt us. Now, round number three, we're going to be going for three hits, a three-hit combo. Jab, cross, body shot. Jab, cross, low kick. Jab, kick, cross, whatever you want. But every time we do that flow, then we hit 3 times and then we come back to the flow as fast as we can, right? We want to make it smooth. So don't think too much about speed, but think about smoothness, right? So again, I don't want to be doing jab, cross, and then kick, and then all of a sudden come back lazy with my legs, stumble around. No, it's here, jab, cross, kick, come back, flow, 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 jab, cross, kick, come back, flow, 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 fake, jab, low kick, flow, 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 right? I want to be able to come back to that flow as quickly as possible. So again, round number one, you're flowing the whole time. Round number one, it's going to be one hit. Round number two is going to be 2-hit combo. Round number three is going to be a 3-hit combo. That's going to be 3 minutes with 1 minute break. But here's the kicker. During the 1 minute break, you don't stop. You keep going. You keep going the whole time. And the idea here is to stay focused, not to do the combos one after the other, and then lose your balance, lose your focus, right? Think more here as opposed to here. Your body will follow. Your body will follow. So this drill is very, very special, but only if you do it correctly. If you do go crazy, 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 and just completely forget about your focus, start daydreaming, stop focusing on your balance and your distance, right, and your footwork, then this drill is not really going to work, right? We need to stay focused. It's a focus type of drill. We stay focused for about 10, 12 minutes, right? And if you're a professional, try to go all the way to 20 minutes, 25 minutes, right? So then you can be doing 3 rounds, you could be doing 5 rounds with 1 minute break, right? 1 minute breaks, but about 19 minutes. Again, you can go a little bit further if you want. Now, once you get past that third round, we can get a little bit fancier with it. We can be putting some defense in there, right? We can do 3 hit combo and then add some defense. Fifth round, it could be a 3-hit combo, and after that, you can add defense and a counterattack, right? So now we are counterattacking and not just staying still, right? Not just flowing. So it's just like hit, 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 flow, flow, flow. We throw our technique, our combo, come back, defend, and then counterattack, come back to the flow state. It could be just a double jab at the end to kind of feel you back into that flow state. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel even further and work with myself, then become that super fan or that VIP student, where my VIP students get to work one-on-one with me through live streams weekly. So I can help you with your training. I can help you customize the perfect training for you. Thank you so much, and see you guys next time.
Thank you for watching all the way through. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Special thank you to our VIP students and superfan. Our channel wouldn't be possible without your constant support. If you have not become part of our team, what are you waiting for? Get access to my most exclusive training videos. See you in the next one. Stay iron strong.